Shalom. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Rekakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and say peace, mercy, and blessings to all the hopeful elect, all the Akim out there that are pushing this truth wherever you may be scattered. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists, or he is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means he is the deliverer. We're the Hebrew Israelites. There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Lions, Hispanics. We're the people that make up the 12 tribes. The self-proclaimed white men, they're not white, they're red. They are the Idumeans, or also called Edomites, according to the Holy Bible. Right, and this lesson is from, this article. This lesson is going to be based upon this article from Shit Hit the Fan Plan. Okay, and as you can see, it says chemtrails are part of the depopulation agenda. Okay, it says, what are they spraying into the sky? Who's doing it? Why are they doing it? What are their motives? And what can we do to put an end to this? So, one thing you have to understand about the earth, the world, and who's in control of it, and the vibration that's under, it's under a wicked vibration because the people who's ruling the earth. Okay, this is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers and demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. So, where's the kingdom of men? Where's the kingdom of men? The earth, where men dwell. Okay, and you have different nations, and you have nations that become powerful and greater than other nations. So, what's the greatest nation on earth right now? Well, they like to say it's America. According to the Holy Scripture, America is described in the Scripture. It's called Babylon the Great, okay? The mother of harlots, okay? And it rides upon the beast, which you have the beast, and you have the whore, scarlet-colored woman that rides upon the beast. The beast is NATO and the EU. Okay, so there's great nations upon this earth right now, but guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is still in control of them. Okay, now which nation is ruling? Because the Most High in the scriptures deal with nationalities. It would be the nationality of Esau, Edom. They have their blessing. They're ruling the earth right now. Okay, this matters by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set it up over it the basis of men. So let's look up this word basis.
Strong's H8215, Shafal,
which means the lowest of the low. Okay, now let's go to Job 30. This book of Job, chapter 30. And this scripture is talking about Esau, Edom, okay, and their state when they got driven up into the Caucasus Mountains, you know, and before that, you know, they were in a low state as well. But you know, after the Israelites took over Roman Empire, they got pushed up into the mountains. Okay, so this is the book of Job, chapter 30. And I'll just start at verse 5 for time's sake. It says, they were driven forth from among men, and that's the medieval times. Israelites took over Rome. Okay? There's a movie coming out called Gladiator 2, and guess who's starring in it? We're going to show you. See what you're looking at. Gladiator 2, you see Denzel Washington. Okay, but gladiators were rare in Rome. That's the Roman Empire. See, there you go right there. Okay? So what happened is a lot of these movies such as Gladiator, TV shows such as Vikings, Last Kingdom, those were all melanated people, so-called black people. Okay, they were ruling the earth at that time. And at that time, Esau got pushed up into the caves. Okay? 6. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks, cave dwellers, Caucasians, right? 7. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. So Yahweh Shem Yoshai brought them down to a very low base state, just as he did Nebuchadnezzar, the Holy Spirit. See, that's that full circle, because what the Most High did to Nebuchadnezzar is he brought his ass low, okay, into a beast-like state. But that's how he did the whole nation of Edomites, okay? This is the book of Job, chapter 30, and verse 9. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. That is dealing with Esau, Edom. Okay, let's go to Job, another scripture of Job. Okay, these people have control of the earth, yet they're destroying the very earth that they have to live on. Okay, polluting the airways with chemtrails, polluting the water with all type of chemicals, polluting the ocean with all type of oils and plastics, man. Okay, it's book of Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Okay, let's look up this word wicked, because Esau is a wicked. The word there is Rasha.
Strong's H 7563. Rasha.
Which means guilty of crime, wicked, hostile to Most High, guilty, guilty of sin against God or man. And he's guilty of selling the blood of the saints. Revelation 17, I started a whore drunken with the blood of the saints. The saints are the Israelites. What are they in the spirit of acknowledging that they're an Israelite or not? They're still part of the saints because they're still Israelites. Okay? So this is Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judge thereof. The main judge is Yahushua. He gave you a white image of Jesus, you know, and they make all type of mockery of Jesus. They make him gay. They make him gangster. They make action figures out of. They tattoo him. Okay, our power is Yahushua. He's our high priest. We be without the heavenly Father's Son, Yahushua, you cannot go before Yahweh. Okay, he covered the faces of the judge thereof. And that also ties in with First Maccabees. Okay. This is First Maccabees chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, it's the Holy Bible, scriptures. Okay, when they invaded us, a lot of times they took our books and burnt them, but also they took our books. This is what they try to do as well. This got fulfilled during the time of the Renaissance. Okay, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images. So when you see the images of white Jesus, that's the likeness of their image, man. Okay, the Lord is not described at all looking like that, and that's how they covered the faces of the judges. It's called whitewashing. Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, so let's go back into the article. It says, these questions Richard Volz put to two pilots last week who have been conducting in-depth research into the C word to protect their anonymity. The pilots were named Evis and Russ for the interview. Evis, currently based in Belgium, has been a commercial pilot for over 25 years. Another thing with these pilots, they're dropping out the sky or just croaking, you know, right behind, you know, right behind the wheel in the plane, because a lot of them had to take the hokey pokey. Okay, he has traveled extensively around Europe, Babylon, Canada, and the Middle East, and Singapore, and began noticing the trails about 10 years ago. Another thing about these pilots, they all have to speak English. They all have to follow the ways of the self-proclaimed white man who is Esau Edom, which shows you who's in control of the earth. Okay, whose face is on the American dollar, the greenbacks, Esau Edom. Okay, what these nations are in the spirit of doing, wearing suit and ties. Who they're trying to be like? Esau Edom. Okay. Russ started off his career in aviation and the military before moving on to becoming a commercial pilot. He currently flies in the UK and Europe. Chemtrails lead back to the Depop agenda. Eva said it leads to World Health, the WHO, and the WEC Forum, and among its main sponsors is Kill Bill. The trail program goes deep, Russ said. International airspace restrictions and control authorities are involved, as well as the military and civil aviation authorities. So that's Esau's spirit. He accomplished a diligent search. This is Psalm 64, verse 6, dealing with the seed of the wicked. They search out iniquities, which is sin upon sin, wickedness. They accomplish a diligent search, meaning they go hard. Okay, learning, conjuring up ways to exploit the Israelites, the saints of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, how exploit the planet and strip the resources thereof. You know, both the inward thought of every one of them and their heart is deep. So they're going deep with this deep pop agenda, man. Okay. And that's really the Holy Spirit, because it just rained out here today. You know, and a lot of times after it rain, that brings down all of the fucking, you know, chemicals that were just lingering up, and you get sick and shit, man. Okay. Trails lead back to the, okay, I read that part. Go down. Geoengineering is a controversial science of manipulating the climate for the stated purpose of fighting man-made climate change. There are several types of geoengineering, including SRM, solar radiation management, or solar geoengineering. The stratospheric aerosol injection, or stratospheric aerosol geoengineering, is a specific solar geoengineering practice that involves spraying aerosols in the sky in an attempt to deflect the sun's rays. These are examples of what is often referred to as the trails. Okay? And it's not just a theory anymore. This is proven fact. Okay? That they are putting chemicals in the sky, and that's affecting ecosystems on Earth. It's affecting the health of billions of people on the planet Earth, animals, everything. Okay? What are they spraying and why? All around Europe, tests have been done on the samples of the residue that's left on cars and roofs using mass spectrometry. Several labs have confirmed that the main constituents are barium, strontium, aluminum oxide, various microplastics, up to 2% uranium, and graphene oxide. Okay, and this is why when you really go into the depth of what this devil is doing, this is why we must pray for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to destroy this place constantly, and also pray for that the Most High shorten the days and hurry up and get us out of here. It's Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, which we're halfway through the year, July 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. Okay, when you really think about it, they're 3D printing the food, man, down there. It looks real. Okay, blueberries, cabbage, eggs, rice out of plastic. So the food is all fucked up. Fluoride in the water, atrazine in the water, micro shrimp in the water, chemicals dropping out the sky. Okay, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So call Lo Yamla Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Okay. I'm gonna go back. These tend to be the basic elements in what they're spraying, Eve said, adding that barium and strontium are both carcinogenic. And we found out in Europe, about 2/3 of the chemicals come from Babylon. Will you look at that? Will you fucking look at that? This place is the hem of the earth. Okay? And it's also that golden cup. Okay? Well, once it was. And about 1/3 of the chemicals come from India. There are various companies that are bringing them in. The military also believe are bringing them in. Eve said in Belgium, he said the military has been spraying for quite some time. In fact, The military has been spraying a lot longer than the civil operators. The justification for it, they say, we're talking the NWO globalists is to dim the sun because it's climate change or whatever they want to call it next week, and to insidiously poison everything. Eve says it is the Depop program. It all leads back to that. He said it leads back to the WHO, it leads back to the WEF, and the main players who are sponsoring this are Kill Bill Foundation and various others. Eves went on to say this program included the UN Agenda 2030 and 21, as well documented in the Johns Hopkins Agenda. Eve said it is also in the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement, also known as the Paris Accord. The Paris Climate Accord in 2015, of which all member states signed an agreement saying that this is what they would go ahead and do, undertake the geoengineering. Russ said the Paris Climate Accord is totally based on fraud because we know they lied about the CO2 levels. It says trails aren't only crimes against humanity. That's what Esau is known and guilty for. Fucking crimes against humanity, man. Okay, and it's to the point now to where the sins of this place have reached unto heaven. That's part of the sins. It says that, you know, the majority of the trails, the chemicals, they're coming from Babylon, man. You know, the chemicals from the trails get into the grass, which animals are then eating, okay? And guess what we do? We eat those animals, okay? We've been speaking to a lot of farmers from Belgium, and a lot of farmers there are reporting all sorts of problems with animals, particularly newborn animals such as lambs. It's starting to affect everything, and it is insidious. Okay, when aluminum gets into the soil, it kills all plant life from the roots up, Russ said, and among other things, aluminum oxide promotes Alzheimer's in humans. According to Geoengineering Watch, 10 years ago, it could already be seen that bee populations were suffering from the ill effects of chemicals. It's been proven that bees have so much aluminum building up in their system that they get a form of Alzheimer's disease. Man. Russ said if the bees die and the crops die, which is part of the plan and the overall agenda, that's where you're getting your food supply problems. And going back to Matthew, what did the Lord say? He said there will be famines, right? It's Matthew 24, right to the point, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation. You now have China doing war games in Europe. Okay. Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Hezbollah, Iran. Okay. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famine, scarcity of food, lack of bread, not enough food, not enough bread, extreme rationing and portioning, and you gotta fucking give an arm and a leg for that. And pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All of these are the beginning of sorrows, man. Okay, so the Lord has to shorten the days. The Lord has to take this man out. Okay, because he's fucking destructive. It's Revelation 11 and 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give us reward unto thy servants, the prophets, Adoram Radazah. Okay, that means Lord willing, and Lashwan Kodash, or the ancient Hebrew, or the Paleo tongue. Okay, and to the saints, the Israelites, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So this man is literally destroying the earth. Okay, and one might ask, why are they going great lengths with this destruction? Well, it's all part of the crafty counsel, because really they want to wipe out the Israelites to get the birthright back. Okay, and if not every last Israelite, then at least a very large number, and the ones that remain, they want them to have the MOTB, the rights device, so that they can control them. Okay. So it's kind of a lengthy article. So, you know what? I know there's a lot more good information in here, you know, but for time's sake, you know, I'm just gonna get a little bit more, maybe a few more precepts, and then I'll be the lesson. Okay. Applications for hundreds of geoengineering patents have been made by a variety of companies from around the world. Eve said, the main sponsors for a lot of these companies all go back to the same sources, which is some of the Source Foundations, Gates Foundations, and so on. At first, Eve dismissed the metal particles in aviation fuel as it was thought the hot section of the engine would melt at all, but in actual fact, what they're putting into the fuel was a higher melting point of around 900 degrees, and hot sections of the engines tend to burn around 700, 800 degrees. However, much of these spray applications that you can see aircraft doing actually doesn't go through the fuel. Some of it is in the fuel, a very small amount, but a lot of it's actually external nozzles. Okay, the metal particles that they're spraying at around 10,000 to 50,000 feet work together with the HAARP. HAARP is a high frequency, but they're using thousands of watts, so it does affect the ionosphere. And having the metal particles in the ionosphere already, they can cause different pressure or heat domes, as they call it, which then manipulates the jet stream, which then picks up more water as it has a longer sea track. And when they collapse the heat dome, the jet stream then comes over the UK and Northern Europe, and we have 2 to 3 times the normal rainfall. This is all done by design. Eve's explained. Okay? So, man, this man is the, Esau is the board of wickedness. You know, and he's destroying the earth right now. Okay, part of his blessing was to have the earth. Let's get that in Genesis 27. This is Genesis 27 and verse 38, right? And Esau said unto his father, Isaac, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Why is that? Because he knew he wasn't going to be able to get his birthright back, because he sold it to Jacob, and Jacob then went and supplanted and got the birthright. Okay, but he still wanted a blessing. 39, and Isaac his father answered, said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. And when you go into that word, it goes into the oil. There are a lot of wars over oil, which is why he's going to try to go into these different parts in the Middle East for oil resources. Okay, it also represents the best of the best parts of the world. That's where Esau dwells. Okay, and of the dew of the heaven from above that goes into their spacecrafts, direct energy weapons, them dropping the chemicals out the sky, all of that, man. Okay, it's part of that sword. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Hey, but this is why Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to destroy Babylon the Great. All right, put Esau in slavery for 1,000 years, and ultimately destroy his ass. Okay, so I'm gonna give one more precept, but then I'll have to close it. I believe it's 19. It might be 16 and 19. Okay, 16. No, it's 13. 13 and 19. It's Isaiah 13 and verse 19 in Babylon. It's talking about this wicked kingdom, the glories of the Chaldeans. The glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures. And owls shall dwell there, and sad towers shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. I pray this has been edifying and informative, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Shalom to the elect.